Out here, life runs a little slower. The days are long, the dust gets everywhere, and somehow everyone finds their way back here by sunset. This is Granny Nell Prescott. She's the heart of the family. If there's food on the table, or a sweater on your back, or a hug waiting at the door, chances are Granny had something to do with it. But you'd better remember to take off your boots at the door. The ranch may be dusty, but her house certainly isn't. This is my mum, Grace Sinclair. She grows most of the fruit and vegetables we sell at the ranch stall, and if she's not in the garden, she's probably arranging flowers or trying to convince someone to join her sunrise yoga club. And then there's my dad, Joel. He runs the ranch and looks after all the animals. He's a quiet man, but if you need advice or one of his famous hugs, he's the person you go to. If you can't find him, he's probably out riding his horse Dusty, and his dog Ranger is never far from his side. This is my sister, May Callahan. She's the artist of the family. Painting, pottery, candles, jewellery. If it can be made by hand, May's probably already tried it. She's a newlywed too, and when she's not working on her crafts, she'll happily show off her wedding photo album to anyone that will sit still long enough. Her husband Owen is a high school teacher. He spends his days helping kids with their homework, and on the weekends you'll see him and May ride off for a picnic somewhere on their bike. This is Aunt Amy. She runs the family winery and makes sure the wine tastings look just as glamorous as the wine tastes. Unlike the rest of us, she somehow manages to live ranch life without ever ruining her manicure. Her husband Mateo is the muscle behind the winery. If something needs fixing, building or hauling, it usually ends up on Uncle Mateo's list. Their daughter, Sienna, takes after her mum when it comes to style and ambition. She'd much rather be planning her next outfit than out in the dust in the stables. But family life around here always has a way of pulling everyone in eventually. This is Uncle Ben Prescott, my mum's brother. He runs the Prescott Riding School and spends most of his days surrounded by horses, which, if you ask him, is exactly how life should be. His wife, Aunt Casey, is an elementary school teacher. She's patient, organised, and somehow manages to keep both her students and the rest of the family in line. She also runs the local book club. Their daughter, Tasha, is the creative one, and she takes after her cousin May. She's always making something, whether that's art, crafts, or things to sell at the local fair. And that's Kobe, my cousin, and probably the coolest kid I know. If he's not at school, he's out at the stables helping his dad or riding one of the horses. He rides like he was born in the saddle, which honestly, he might have been. Fridays are kind of a tradition around here. No matter how busy the week's been, everyone drifts back to the ranch when the sun goes down. Someone brings wine, someone brings food, and somehow the night always ends up in laughter. There's always someone gossiping, someone oversharing, and someone pretending they didn't hear a word of it. Around here, no one really stays a stranger for long. If you show up on a Friday night, you're probably leaving with a plate of food and 3 new friends. You'd think after all these years that we'd run out of things to talk about, but somehow the stories just keep getting better. That's the thing about family nights. No matter how life changes, this part always stays the same. So there you have it. This is my family and the place we call home. It's busy, dusty, and a little wild, but it's full of laughter, love, and more hugs than you can count. And after everything that happened, it was the only place I could return to. Well, now you've seen it all. Welcome to the family. Come, join us by the fire.
Henbei.